So I get some version of this question often because we use Unreal now and don't use Source or Source 2. So first, Source 2 has delayed so much and caused so much angst and stopped the momentum of what we were doing that I hate Source 2 at a just a level that makes no sense. But it really did just stall the company. Because if you think about it, when I started, I worked on episode 1, episode 2, TF2, Portal, Portal 2, Left 4 Dead 1, Left 4 Dead 2. Like, did a lot of stuff really quickly. And then we decided to move to Source 2, and it all just kind of ground down. And really, CSGO only came out because it stayed on Source, right? Like, but it ground the company down. And so I just have a hatred for what happened there. But for the actual like using of it, I like Hammer. I think Hammer is my favorite level editor of it. Just I work in that way and I think in that way, and I like that better than the Unreal editor. The Unreal editor now has some new thing that they're trying to be more like that. Some maybe. I like the ability to do things really quickly in blueprints in other ways. At one point, Source 2 had Squirrel in it. I don't know if it still does. I don't think it really does. And that was good for that. But Valve is very engineer heavy, so that's what they like to do, and they like to have everything, on that side of it versus handing it off more to the designers. And so, yeah, I like the flexibility of Unreal for that and how quickly you can kind of just express thoughts. And like when I'm prototyping, I can just lay out a bunch of stuff on my own that's actually really complex and just works. So yeah, that's really where I am, I think, on that. And then sometimes I miss Unity a little bit too. Just C Sharp's a simple language and flexibility. But like if I'm making an FPS, I don't want to start from Unity, even though I have friends who made successful big FPSs with Unity, like GTFO. It just isn't the thing for me where in Unreal, I can slap something together within 5 seconds and I'm playing something that's actually kind of fun. So yeah, and I think any engine now, I look at not just the engine itself, but I look at the marketplace and all the available plugins and everything else for it. In their Unity and Unreal have just left everyone else behind, because if you just want to test something out and you aren't shy about spending $100 on something, like you can, like in one of my prototypes, we had bought for the other game, and we get to keep it and use it on all our games, like this weather system. I forget what it's called, like Ultimate Sky or something. But it's crazy. I should probably remember the name of that. But it's like crazy. It just like storms come in and it just looks good and it's perfect and it makes raindrops and it's like no work. And I just toss it in, and that's just super powerful. So for that, I really think if I was going to start something from scratch, I would be looking at Unreal or Unity. And in Unity, by the way, now that JR is out, has gone back to focusing on the engine and not focusing on selling ads. And it's getting markedly better. So yeah, yay.